Hello everybody and welcome to Northeast Rails. And I'm doing that with one hand because in my other hand I have a box from Rapido. A box for something that I ordered almost a year and a half ago. But it's finally in and I can't wait to unbox it to show it to everybody. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Let's have a look-see here and see what we got. This was actually, I don't know, sure this is the first thing. No, it's not the first thing because I had mystery boxes ordered before this. This was the first non-mystery box thing that I got from Rapido. And it is sure this is getting picked up okay. And Amtrak NPCU. Not just any Amtrak, but the Amtrak Downeaster. So this is a cabbage unit for here in the Northeast. It is actually still in use even right now. Non-powered control unit, NPCU. Very good. Diagram. Somebody texted me. Get that in a minute. The timing for that couldn't be better. I like model trains more than I like most people. That's actually true too. Some more stickers, And let's have a look-see here. Actually, let me just reset that cell phone because it's going to bing again. I'll come right back to this. Unbelievable timing for that. It wasn't even useful message. All right, let's have a quick look-see here. This out of the box. Just put this over here for now. Come back to that in a bit. I think this might have a second. Yeah, it's certainly well packed. All right, I think it opens on this end. Oh yeah, let's sure that's in focus. Yeah, Downeaster, the logo, baggage compartment area, and these are powered engines. It still has a horn on it. These are powered engines. They don't have the engine sound in them, but they do have horns and I think the bell. And we'll try them all out anyway and see what we got. And definitely there'll be some lights on the front of it and the back of it, no doubt. There's the back. There's the front. So we'll get that on the track and get that pulling some Amsleds. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that matches yet. Now I'm going to have to get some more passenger cars. I've been so focused on building up a set of basically for like the Southwest Chief and stuff like that I got a lot of Superliner cars and nothing really that's Northeast relevant, but that can be corrected too. So, but we'll get this pulling some Amtrak cars on the track and maybe put a dummy engine in the back to make it look like that. Dummy engine's actually pushing and this is just on the other side of it as a control unit. Yeah, which would be a little closer to real life anyway, and see how she looks. Okay, here we are with the Downeaster 90214. It's awful close to Beverly Hills 90210, but you know, I'm not going to look that up. I'll assume that that's a valid number for the NPCUs. So here we are. Well, we're going to go to number 3 here on the remote. Let's see what we have for sounds. Okay, we have a bell. Lights became active immediately. Very nice horn. Okay, what else we got? I assume that bell should shut off. Okay. 3. We have some other sounds, okay. Yeah, typical stuff. 4, no. 5, no. 6. Oh, yeah, we had some class lights turn on down there. I don't know if I could. Yeah. Right there. Push this back a little bit. Maybe I can zoom in on that in post-production. See if we show that turning on and off. So that's 6, 7, nothing, 8, no. Oh. Oh, there is sound. Didn't think there was supposed to be sound with this. That's interesting. Okay. 9. 0 would be the main light, and it is. What happens when we go forward? So the sound doesn't change because there's no prime mover in it. But it's just a general sound effect. So that's interesting. Let's take this a little further. We'll just stop that right around there. Beautiful. Turn this around. Hopefully we'll get a reverse light. No. I'll have to look in the manual to see what turns on the reverse light. Maybe it's F9. No. 7. Maybe F11. No, it's something else. All right, well, I'll have to dig through the manual. We'll figure that out when we actually attach something to this, which I'm going to do in a minute, but let's just back her up to where it was. Very, very smooth. Very nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We have the number boards lit up. It's a little out of frame. Let's just move that a little more further forward again. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, let's attach some cars to that and get her running. Okay, well here we go, and like I mentioned there in the earlier video, I do not have anything that's actually specific to the Downeaster, so we're going to get some Superliner cars and so forth on this. Let's turn the sound back on. And what did I add here? I added a coach baggage, and again, this isn't necessarily the order even on an actual Superliner train that this would have. I got a coach baggage. I got I think a coach behind that, and then a dining car, and then some kind of a observation car. So let's get her going. That is a loud bell. I'm sure that can be tweaked. I did have some issues with Rapido. Oh, something's already derailed. I guess that'll end up in a HO fails video at some point. I did have some issues with tweaking the sounds on Rapido in the past, where once I set the sounds, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Well, the engine made it through anyway. Maybe not. Brutal. Yeah, ring that bell now that you're done. Maybe I'll have to try that again. Okay, well, we're having fun now. Let's give this another shot. So the problem appears to be the oh, get this up here. The dining car, yeah, that just comes off. So, well, that's something to fix tonight. Another problem for another time, but let's just get her at least running around the track again. Let's try this again. We'll turn the sound back on. We'll get the bell going, and we'll get her going. See if we can make it all the way around the track with the 3 cars that it's pulling without something derailing. That's a really loud bell. Let's shut that back off. There's no reason for that to stay on there. Well, we can do the horn while it's way over there, so anyone listening on headphones there is going to get blasted out of the place. Oh, it's still exceedingly loud. And of course the horn goes with it. Yeah, so like I was trying to say, I guess, before that that fell apart, that I've had some issues in the past with trying to set the sound levels on Rapido stuff. As much as I love Rapido, and I do, and I'm going to be, of course, tagging them in this video, that, I don't know, when you set some of the sound levels for whatever reason, or I find that, I wonder if I have to have that on to get the stopping sounds, turn it back on. I find that other things just stop working. I don't know why, but... So I can set like a default sound level, but then like the bell plus the something else doesn't work, and this doesn't work. And I don't know, that's just like an ESU decoder thing or whatever. But anyway, it's more hassle sometimes than it's worth. So it is what it is. Let's focus in on that. We'll end the video on that. You know, it's I'm still quite happy with it. It's super loud, but it is what it is. I am gonna have to get some Amtrak rolling stock that, or some Amfleet stuff that matches this at some point in the future. That's a project for another time. Maybe by the end of this year, I can have something that matches it. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still gonna have a lot of fun with this, and I do love that engine either way. And I am still working on basically the dummy engine that'll go in the back of that will have the lights and stuff on it and be the actual power unit to push it, even though this is clearly the motorized engine. So anyway, okay, well, we'll do one final run with this. Something seems to be getting stuck. I assume it's the FP45. I kind of have that a little hacky just to get the wiring in the back of it, but we'll see what we get going with it. We'll see if we can run around with some power, and maybe once we get some momentum going, it'll be fine. Let's turn the sound on. Get some forward direction going. Oh, it's catching. You can hear it spinning out, but it's going. Come on, baby. Listen to that thing struggling. I think it's struggling because of this thing right here. Yeah, listen to that. Just doesn't want to move it. Shut that bell off. Give me a little bit of a push. No, it's the wheels on that are just not great. I'm not going to end up burning the motor out and that nice Rapido. But once I get this issue, so the lights look good. It's working great. But yeah, the wheels are grabbing. So I don't know. I hacked this together. This is kind of like the third attempt at this. Actually had some problems with it. I'm gonna shut that sound off. I don't need that on any longer. But anyway, I'll get a proper setup working with an FP45 at some point or something. I don't know what it is. I'll have something in the back to trail with it, just so I can get the trailing lights on it. So you know, the way it's supposed to sort of look. Okay, just for the sake of comparison, here is an Athearn Blue Box converted to DCC, a P42, pulling basically the same train in the opposite direction, and it doesn't have any problem at all pulling it. which is mildly disappointing, that the Rapido doesn't seem to have nearly as much pulling torque as an Athearn Blue Box, but you know, it is what it is. I guess it's designed more to look nice than to have power. You do have, hopefully it'll show up here on the camera. The lights though are working. The light on that seems to be working fine too. I'll do a bit of a close-up when it comes around, and then I'll shut her down. If I can do this without knocking anything over. Will it derail? I'm having a lot of derail problems lately on this corner. Wow, it's almost like it was on cue. That's unbelievable. Anyway, that's just to show though that it does work. It will, something will pull it. I don't know why this keeps unhooking, but something must not be the right level, or something over there isn't the right level. Eventually this is all going to get redone anyway. But anyway, thanks for watching.